7th standard studying in Abdurrahman Smaragam UP school. Hearty welcome to the basic science class of 7th standard. Let's go to the first unit, reaping God from soil. Most of you have a vegetable garden at your home or in your school. How happy would we feel when we see the flowers and the fruits in the plants that we've planted? For what purpose do we cultivate plants? Yes, for getting fruits, vegetables, flowers, etc. Okay. We want to get more flowers and fruits from our plants, right? Yes, of course. We want more yield and more productive. We are cultivating fruits, vegetables and different types of crops in our country. Ours is an agricultural country. We are trying to achieve sustainable development through agriculture. Then what should we do to grow the plant very well and get high yield? What are the factors that affect the yield of production in plants? Let us see. First point is proper nurturing. You should take care of your plant very well. Okay. And we need fertile soil. Okay, what type of soil we need? Yes, fertile soil. What about the climate? Yeah, we need favorable climate. Okay. Next is pest control. You should control the pests that are attacking flowers, leaves, etc. Okay, it is very important to control pests. Okay, now remember the experience of Babu. He gives proper nurture for his plant, but he didn't get high yield. What may be the reason? The seed may not be of good quality, or it may not be from a high yielding plant. So the seed must be of good quality. Here, another important factor that affects the yield is quality seeds and planting materials. Okay. Then how can we select good quality seeds from good quality plants, isn't it? Then what are the qualities of a plant from which seeds are collected? First thing is, seed must be from a high yielding plant. Okay. And only from a healthy plant, not from a diseased plant. Any other qualities? It is desirable to collect it from fruits from a mid-span. Okay. Now look at this board web. Usually seeds are collected and stored for cultivation. Let's check factors considered while collecting and storing seeds. Okay. The seed must be from the fruits that are properly ripened. Okay. Select the seeds from proper shape, strength, color, texture, size, etc. Okay. It should be dried at suitable temperature. It's very important. Okay. Now look at a seed of pea plant and jackfruit. Can we take them and select good quality seeds from them? Is it easy? Yes. And also we can plant them directly in the soil. Okay. In the case of seed of spinach, it's not easy to take them and plant them directly in the soil. Why? Because it is too small, right? Yeah. Then what should we do to get good quality seedlings? Sow them first, let them sprout, then select good seedlings from them and transplant them. Okay.
Sowing is the process of planting. An area or object that has had seeds planted in it will be described as a sowed area. Okay. For hand sowing, several sowing types exist. These include flat sowing, ridge sowing, wide bed sowing, etc. Then, sprouting is the natural process by which seeds or spores germinate and put out shoots in already established plants, produce new leaves or buds or other newly developing parts experience further growth. In the field of nutrition, the term signifies the practice of germinating seeds. For example, mung beans or sunflower beans to be eaten raw or cooked, which is considered to highly nutritious.
Do we use only seeds to make new plants? Let us see. Sexual reproduction. Germinating plants from seeds. Is this the only way of reproduction in plants? Okay. Look at a rose plant. It sprouts from its stem, right? Yes. In the case of bryophyllum, it sprouts from its leaves. It is a type of plant which sprouts from its leaves. In the case of curry leaves, Yeah, it sprouts from its roots. So, stem, leaves, roots are the vegetative part of a plant. What part of a plant? Vegetative part of a plant. So, from these part also new plants be produced. This type of reproduction is known as vegetative propagation. Okay, what? Vegetative propagation. Try to say? Yeah, vegetative propagation. Okay, here are the plants produced by sexual reproduction and vegetative propagation. Through this you can understand there is two methods of reproduction in plants. Is there any method to produce a new plant with all the qualities of a parent plant within a short period? Is it possible? Let us see. Observe the processes.
Select a branch of the plant from which sapling is to be produced. The branch must be pencil thick. The branches from the main stem are better. Peel off 1 centimeter of bark from the stem in a circular shape. Cover the peeled off part with a slightly moistened mixture of coconut fibers, soil and sawdust. Cover it with a polythene sheet. Tie both ends with U-turn. Wet it with enough water to retain moisture. Numerous roots will sprout within 2 months. Cut the branch and plant it in a pot till it is ready to be transplanted in the soil. Take care to plant the sapling in a suitable place.
The method is known as layering. This is air layering. Okay. Layering is also done on branches that grow close to the soil. How? By bending the middle of the branch into the soil. Okay. Let's check merits of this method.
Most of the plants can be grown on this way. They have qualities of the parent plant. Flowering and fruiting of such plants are faster than those in plants formed from seeds. Through this method, we can produce more saplings within a short period.
Can you find any demerits in this method? Let us see.
Plants formed from layering do not have as much lifespan as plants formed from seed germination. They will be of smaller size too. If layering is done on diseased plants, new plantlets will also be infected. Layered plants do not possess the taproot system. They require more care.
Look at this picture. Wow, so many fruits. Okay, this is a picture of a high yielding plant and superior quality plant. it is not growing well in our soil and climate. Is there any method to grow them very well in our soil and climate? Okay. There are so many indigenous variety which grows very well in our soil. Take such one rooted plant. Take a stem of superior quality plant and join it to the indigenous variety. The rooted plant is called stalk and the stem selected for joining is scion. Okay, this another artificially created vegetative method of plant propagation is grafting. Try to say, what is it? Grafting. Okay. This is cleft grafting. Now observe the processes.
Peel off the bark from the facing sides of both the stalk and scion in 3.5 cm length. Bring the peeled off portions of stalk and scion in contact with each other. Wrap them together firmly with a jute twine. Cover it with a wax cloth or a plastic tape. After 1 month, cut partially the stalk above the covered area and the scion below. Wait for 1 more month and cut and detach the part completely. When it attains proper growth, it can be replanted in a suitable place. Remove any new branches sprouting on the stalk.
Okay, that is approach grafting. Okay, what is it? Approach grafting. Okay, look at this picture. What do you see here? How beautiful the flowers of different colors in one plant. How can this be happen? We can see how it is done. Yes, by joining the buds of different plants. Okay. Buds of other varieties can be grown on indigenous variety. So now let us see how it is done. Okay. This is budding. Okay. See this picture? Hundreds of plants are produced. Okay. How does this happen? Do you know? This is a technology of producing new plant from a cell or a tissue of a plant. Okay. So many plantlets with all the qualities of a parent plant can be produced. The technology is termed yes, tissue culture. This is known as tissue culture. Try to say what is it? Tissue culture. Okay. Okay. This technology is effectively practiced in plants like plantain, pepper, cardamom, etc. Okay. So see how it is done. Okay, it is done. Now let us see what are the main concepts that we discussed today. Okay, first one is factors that affect the yield of production in plants. Okay, and factors considered while selecting seeds and mode of reproduction. And last one, human interventions in plant reproduction. Okay, so hope you all understood today's class. Okay, bye.